So today, I'm going to give you some data. And I want you to write the equation of the quadratic based on the data that I give you. Okay? So one of the first things you have to be able to decide is, which one of these do you use? Right? I gave you this the other day. We made this yesterday. We've got to decide, based on the information I'm given, which one of these do I use? With only 3, kind of easy to tell, right? Now that we really only have 4, but kind of 7, right? We just have to be careful about what we're looking at to know what we use. Does that make sense? Using our knowledge of what we're doing to know which formula to use. Okay? So first things first, let's start here. Vertex is at 4, -1. And the quadratic or the parabola passes through the point 8, 3. It has a vertex at 4, -1, and it passes through the point 8, 3. Is there any I can eliminate? Yeah, do you know any intercepts? Or any of the points that you were given intercepts? Okay, I can eliminate that one. Was I given a y-intercept? Okay, I can probably eliminate that one, right? So really what I have left are these 2. Wow, these are super similar, aren't they? Did you notice this yesterday, how similar these 2 were? What's the only difference? Right there, right? Was anything that we were given have anything to do with a focus or a directrix? So which one do you want to go with? Vertex form? Okay, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to zoom back out. If we're going with vertex form, I'm going to go ahead and write it down. Y equals A times x minus h squared plus k. Alright? So I guess it's a good thing we chose vertex form since they gave us a vertex, right? And I know in vertex form, the vertexes h and k. So let's go ahead and label that, okay? Let's go ahead and label h and k. So I know these 2 things right here, right? So what do I lack? Yeah, what I really need is A, right? I don't have an A. But what do I have? I have another point. Is it an H and K? Or is H and K only the vertex? H and K is only the vertex. Good. So what is this? It's X and Y, isn't it? It's a point that's X and Y. So let's go ahead and label it that. Guys, when we're writing an equation, do we usually substitute things in for X and Y? No, absolutely not, right? We need X and Y as part of our equation, except for the fact that A is what we need and I don't have it, but I do have an X and a Y. So can I use my X and my Y to find A in order to be able to write the equation? Let's do it then, okay? Plug in what we know. Y is 3. A is what we don't know. X is what? 8 minus h, which is 4, squared, plus k. So minus 1?
Plus 1.
So plus a negative, right? Is subtracting the same thing as adding a negative? Yes? Yeah? So now we need to start simplifying, because now I can solve for a, can't I? What is 8 minus 4?
4.
What's 4 squared? So what I have is 3 equals 16a minus 1. What do you want to do? How do you want me to solve for a?
Subtract that 3 and move over.
Let's move the 1 instead of moving the 3. Since the a is already on this side, let's move all the numbers to this side. Are you okay with that? Okay, so now what I have is 4 equals 16a by, very good, on both sides, right? So what does a equal to? I agree, 4 over 16, but that could be simplified, right? 2 1/4, very good. So now am I done? No, all I've done now is solve for a, right? What did I ask for? The equation. So now I need to go back up to my original equation, except this time what am I going to not substitute in? An x and y. I'm not going to substitute x and y. I'm going to go right to y equals, what's a? 1/4, I just found that, right? Times x minus h, which is 4 squared minus 1. Very good. That's my equation. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about that? Okay. You ready for another example? All right. This time I'm telling you that the point it passes through is called 635, and the vertex is called -114. So first decision I have to make is what? Yeah, which one to use, right? Oh, I can't unfold it. What are we using?
So we have the vertex. It's the same one as the last one.
Oh, it's the same one as last time, so I should just use the same formula as last time?
No, let's use the other one.
Do I have enough information to use the other one? Do I know a p-value? Do I know a focus? Or do I know a directrix? I don't, right? So as much as I might want to use the other one just so I can have an example of the other one, I really need to use vertex form, don't I? Because that's what I have information for. Okay? Good thought and also good discussion because of it, right? Okay? So y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. So let's label what we know. So this is hk. Oh, see, I tried to trick you, right? You didn't let me trick you, did you? Why is this not hk?
Oh, that's X and Y.
Oh, so why did I give you the vertex first, and here passes through first, and this passes through first, and this the vertex
Don't
first?
mess with that,
Oh,
right?
I wasn't trying to mess with your brains. I just wanted you to be prepared for the homework, and in the homework they mix up the order that they give it to you, right? I just want you to make sure you're focusing. You good? Not a focus like yesterday. That's a different focus. H, K, and what's this? X and Y. So let's substitute what we know. So Y, which is 35. A, which is, I don't know either. X, which is 6 minus H. Oh, so plus 1, right? Because it's X minus a -1. So 6 plus 1. You okay with that? And then plus, very good, plus 14. So let's see, 6 plus 1, 7 squared. So 35 equals 49a plus 14.
Now let's subtract 14.
That's a good idea. Let's subtract 14 from both sides. Left-hand side I get 21. Very good. And then I have 49a right here. Divide by 49 on both sides. Very good. What does a equal? Yeah, we don't want a decimal, do we? We want the exact answer. A decimal would be a rounding of it, wouldn't it? So yes, we absolutely can simplify. What number divides into both of these numbers? 7. Very good. 21 divided by 7 is? 3. And 49 divided by 7 is? Very good. Am I finished? What do I lack? Yeah. Right, I like my equation, right? So y equals 3/7, good. X plus 1, right? Because it's x minus h, and x minus a -1 is x plus 1 squared plus 14. Any questions? You doing good so far? Okay. It passes through 1, negative 2. And it has intercepts of negative 1 and 2. So vertex form again?
Intercept form.
Oh, okay. Intercept form. Why?
Because you have the intercepts.
You took what you were given and decided what formula to use, right? You used your thought process. Well, I've given intercepts. Wouldn't it make sense if I use intercept form? Okay? Intercept form, y equals a times x minus p times x minus q. So let's label what we have so we know where to put everything. So what do we have? Oh, I do have an x and a y.
And you have both the x's and the intercepts, right?
So what's this?
P's and Q's.
P and q. Very good. So what are we missing again? The a again?
Yep.
What a jerk that a. Y is negative 2. A is not there. X is 1 minus p.
Which is negative 1
Uh-huh.
plus
And then 1 minus 2. So you're right, this becomes plus. So I have negative 2 equals, let's see, 1 plus 1, 2. 1 minus 1. Sorry, 1 minus 2, negative 1. What's 2 times negative 1? Negative 2, and then times a? Negative 2a. If I divide both sides by negative 2, what's a? 1. So now I need to write my equation, right? What's my equation? Y equals? Right, yeah, we're not plugging x and y in this time, are we? We're just going with the x and y. So y equals what? A? Can I write my 1? Do I have to write my 1? X minus p plus 1, very good. X minus 2. Remember, you can also write it like this if you want to. Right? You can write that 1, but you do not have to.
Can you explain the intercepts again? That was a little confusing for me. I'm sorry.
Which part? No, don't apologize for that.
The intercepts.
So if I give you the intercepts,
Yes.
that's a p and that's a q. So I'm just substituting it in right here. So x minus a negative 1 would be x plus 1. And x minus a 2 would be x minus 2. And it's the same when I plugged it in over here. I just had the x from the point that it passes through for each here and here. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Are you sure?
yes.
Okay, good. Any other questions? Good question, by the way. Any other questions? Can we do one more? Okay. Intercepts of negative 7 and negative 3 passes through negative 2.05. What should we do first? So label what we know. Right, or, yeah, we could do that too. We could find which equation we should use. Which equation should we use? They gave us intercepts, so are you okay with using intercept form again? So y equals a x minus p x minus q. Now what? Now label what we know, okay? What do we know?
The intercepts are P and Q,
P and q. Good.
and then we have X and Y.
X and y. So once again, we're solving for a, right? Did you see that as a pattern as we started through our examples? Good. So let's plug in what we know. 0.05 equals a times x. Oh, I know x though, right? Negative 2. Sorry about that. Minus negative 7. Yes, that's correct. I'll go back and fix it in just a minute. Negative 2 minus negative 3. So what am I going back to fix?
The minus 7.
Now, can some of you go straight there to plus without having to do that? Good. If you can, good. I'm just making sure I'm not losing anybody. Okay? 0.05 equals a times what? What's a negative 2 times, or sorry, negative 2 plus 7?
5.
And then negative 2 plus 3? 1. So 0.05 equals 5a. Right? So if I divide both sides by 5, what's a equal? 0.05 divided by 5? 0.01.
So now we're going to go back to the equation.
Yeah, my equation, right? What is it?
Y equals 0.01.
Good.
And then you have negative 2, no, x
X
plus
7.
x plus 3.
Perfect. Any questions about this?